Hey guys, welcome to my YouTube channel. Today we're going to be talking about NXT roster predictions for WWE 2K23. Let's get to it. So to begin, we're going to start off with the men's roster. First up is Andre Chase from Chase U. This guy has been in the roster for over 2 years now, and he's been one of the focuses on NXT during this past year. I think he's going to be in the game along with Dia Hill as his manager, with Duke Hudson's situation being a little bit different, which I'll talk about later in the video. Next up is Apollo Crews. I believe Apollo Crews will be in the game this year. He was in a past game alongside Commander Aziz with his previous gimmick that he left the main roster and went back to NXT. Axiom is the third superstar I see in this game. He was confirmed in an interview with Phoenix Nitro. Creative director Lino Jinx confirmed Axiom's addition to NXT brand for WWE 2K23. Braun Breaker has been the main focus in NXT for these past few years since NXT rebranded to NXT 2.0. He was confirmed via various screenshots in the game models from his WWE run as NXT champion. Next up, Cameron Grimes. Cameron Grimes has been MIA for a while this whole year and to NXT. One thing's for sure, he's going to be in the game. He was in last year's game, and I think he will be in this year's game. Up next we have Carmelo Hayes. Carmelo Hayes has also been one of the main focuses of NXT, with the North American Championship making it a prestigious title that has solidified the talent over there at NXT. I believe he will be in the game as well, alongside Trick Williams as his manager. Up next we have Duke Hudson. Duke Hudson has been one of those characters that has been switching up back and forth from the Poker Room to Chase U, but I believe that in 2K23 he'll be sporting the Poker Room gimmick. Next we have Grayson Waller. Grayson Waller has been one of the top heels in NXT as of late, and without a doubt he'll make the cut for WWE 2K23. He's been one of the characters that has been showcased more often than before, and I believe his addition to the game will become a reality. Up next we have Ilya Dragunov. Ilya Dragunov was in the game last year and has had some appearances in NXT, which I believe may indicate that his addition to the 2K23 game will be true as well. Up next we have JD McDonough. JD McDonough recently transitioned to NXT this past year, and he's been one of the characters that has been shown up and shown out in NXT. He was in the game last year as Jordan Devlin, and without a doubt I see him in 2K23 as JD McDonough this time around. Next up we have Joe Gacy. Joe Gacy has been showcased in NXT for a while now, and has even had some main event matches of his own. I believe we're going to see him in the game alongside the Diane, but we may see Ava Rain as a possible DLC manager. Next up we have Nathan Frazier. Nathan Frazier has been showcased in NXT for a while, but as of recently he hasn't appeared on NXT. This makes his situation a little bit difficult, so this could be a 50-50 if he's in the game or not. Next up we have Noam Dar. Noam Dar from NXT UK hasn't been around in a while. In Twitter, from Twitter user Banshee, we see that a screenshot has been revealed that his shirt is in fact in a crowd, but as we all know, Kaden Carter's shirt was in a crowd last year, but she wasn't included in the game. Roderick Strong hasn't appeared in NXT ever since October of last year. He was in the game in 2K22 last year and the previous installments with the Undisputed Era, but this time around it's a little bit confusing if he's going to be added to the roster or not. We'll put it at a 75% chance that Roderick Strong will be included in the game with the Diamond Mine along his side. Next up we have Tony D'Angelo and Stacking Lorenzo. I believe they will make the cut for the game. They've been in several matches in NXT and have had high caliber matches as well. Their addition to the NXT roster in 2K23 will be a no-brainer for me. Tyler Bate also came up from NXT UK to NXT and I believe his inclusion in the game is also a no-brainer. He was in the game last year alongside Trent Seven as Mustache Mountain, but this time around Trent Seven isn't, so I believe he'll be in a solo edition in NXT. Von Wagner from NXT is also a superstar that I see making the cut in the game. If he's in a game, I see him alongside Robert Stone as his manager. His run in NXT as of far has been come and go, since he doesn't make as much appearances as the other talents do in NXT. Finally, we have Wesley. Wesley was in the game last year, where he was supposed to be part of the Stand Backpack alongside his tag team partner, Nash Carter. But as we know, Nash Carter was released early 2022. And for the situation of Wesley, he was included in the game last year. But this time around, I think he'll be in the game with the NXT North American Championship in his shoulder. I hope you liked this video, and please give it a huge thumbs up and subscribe to the channel if you're new. On my next video, I'll be talking about the NXT women's roster for the game and the tag team roster later this week. Thanks for tuning in. See you soon.